It would have been hard off again with you sniper only.
All right, good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to this stream. I'm just going to jump right into it. Actually, before we do that, let's make sure we adjust the camera.
Wait a moment.
It seems fine. Yeah, it's good. A little bit bright, maybe. All right, I'm just going to jump right into it. I don't have very much time lately, so do a little bit of labbing. So what we're gonna do is gonna expand on what we did yesterday, which was this really cute setup that I saw Paluna do, but then we just kept on expanding off of it. And someone in the YouTube comments mentioned to do another thing. So first of all, this is what we did yesterday. Inflight activation. Throw away from the corner. Key fish. Get to the other side. And then we did some form of a kind of a high-low setup like that. That's the high. That represents the high. And the low would look something like this. Again, throw away from the corner. Side switch. You just land and do a 2K. Or you could probably do a 2D if you want. But I think we want them grounded so that we could continue to wall stick if possible. Wall stick and wall slump. So I'm just gonna dictate the notation. So you want to have Wings of Light active just beforehand, and a lot of times you do it from some form of a tick throw setup. So one thing I like to do is after a throw or knockdown, OTG with 2K, 6H, fully charged 6H, activate Wings of Light. Or rather, sorry, initiate Wings of Light. Sinister, how's it going? Throw away from the corner. After the throw, dash RC, you're gonna fast cancel that into Core Circle Back Punch, which is the P-Fish. 5K, dash cancel, get to the other side. You can either do close size 6H or 5K 6H. I prefer close size 6H. I think it does more damage. And Ice Spike, Ice Field, get in there. P-Fish, not too late though. Not too late, not too early. If it's too early, the P-Fish is gonna bite the opponent and break the wall. You want to make sure that K-Fish bite is meaty on their wall slump getup. Sir Senator, good morning. How you doing, my friend? What's up, dude? Early morning, eh? Back-to-back streams. What's going on here? Just jumping right into it here too. I always mess this up, so we need to practice this. So Wings of Light, throw. Close size 6H, Ice Spike, Ice Field. Get in there. P-Fish. Sorry, K-Fish. And okay, so we get Wings of Light activation here, but one thing that really deflated me from yesterday was the fact that you're retreating as Wings of Light is becoming active, right? So you're not really taking advantage of your Wings of Light. And this is how I would normally like convert my this is normally how I convert my like air dash back JH highs when I can. Like for instance, I would throw them in the corner, jump forward, air dash back JH. Land 2S into McKill sword, right? Dude, if I can do it properly. Burnt Toast, what's up? Hope you're doing well. What's up? So this is normally how I would convert this. There's other ways you can convert it to. 2S seems to be a really decent far-reaching normal. That's fast enough. Right? So I've been trained, I've been habituated to... that's probably not the best word for it. My muscle memory tells me to do this way. Do it this way. Air dash back JH, convert that into 2S McHale sword. Because of the situation, right? But the previous situation that I showed had one particular condition that differs from this one. And that's the fact that I have Ice Field out. Right? The Ice Field does two things for me, right? In this case. One. Okay, it's not hitting. There's a special circumstance of them getting up in other situations for the JH to hit that crouching hurt box. Doesn't work on every character. But it does two things for me. One of them is bad, and one of them is good. The bad is that it makes me slide back, as you guys have just saw earlier. I've seen earlier. Oh my goodness. Do this again. Right. With the side switch. Oh Jesus! I gotta fix that. Right. Anyway, I guess the point what I'm trying to say here is you slide back. In fact, you know what? I'm not gonna show that particular setup. I'm just gonna show the situation. Right. And you don't want that. You don't want that. Slide back. Bad. Right. The air dash back. Momentum pushes you back farther. You don't want that. But the ice field also does one thing for me, is that it gives me enhanced forward movement. Now, why is that important? It's because my normal setup, like I said, 2S here, it's nice because it reaches, but other buttons that are faster than 2S do not reach. 5K doesn't reach. 2P doesn't reach. I think you know where I'm trying to go here. Go from here. Right. I think you guys know what I'm trying to get at. So if 2S reaches, and by the way, I thought about all this during work. I'm like, wait a sec, maybe I can do something else. Maybe I can do another thing with ice field out. And I'm sure other people have kind of figured this out already. I'm just going through my thought process. This is not some genius at work here. It's just somebody who likes to think at work about video games. Let me show you guys. So if 2S is connecting here, a 10 frame startup attack, normally after the air dash back JH2S, the startup of 5K is 7 frames. So I should be able to sneak in a micro dash, right? To reach my opponent. So that's 5K, yes. And then there's also 2P, which is even faster. If I can sneak in a micro dash and slide in forward with a 5P, sorry, a 2P at a 5 frame startup, that would be kind of nice, right? Let's see if we can do that. Elias, how's it going? What's up? Good morning. How are you, Gundam-chan? All right, okay, so let's put everything to the test here. How do we want to test this out? Let's put ice field out first. You know, let's, for the sake of just showing this setup, I'm gonna have someone with a bigger crouching hurt box, but not too big. I don't want to go too exaggerated. I don't want to make it look too exaggerated here. Let's throw in Zato, aka Eddie, as I grew up knowing him. If you guys don't know, back in Guilty Gear XX, Zato 1 actually died, and it was Eddie who took over player 1 side, basically, for this character. So I've known this guy, this Dio looking guy, as Eddie for like my entire life, up until recent. Maybe not recent, up until Xrd. Like, his name is Zato? That's weird. Oh, maybe it's not. Okay, sure. Alright, so there's that, right? Let's do it with 5K. 5K does hit sometimes, right? But not always. But 2P does not hit. Yeah, you can even micro dash a little bit to hit your opponent. Really tight on the air dash back. It's easier when they're getting up for some reason, because as they get up, their hurt box sort of expands a little bit. on the computer. Sometimes, okay, if you take control, I'm under control, and you down back block, sometimes that doesn't work. It's weird. Sometimes the computer can block it. Sometimes the computer gets hit by it. If you just set it up the way I do here. But if you take control of defense, sometimes if you down back block, it whiffs. As a human, I don't quite understand it fully, but there's a reasoning. I'm sure there's reason for it. Anyway, the point is, air dash back, JH into 5K doesn't always work. I'm getting really lucky here. Either it doesn't always work, or it's kind of tough to connect. So, or like on block there, on regular block, I was too far away from 5K, right? So it's not consistent. But what's more consistent is JH, air dash back JH into crouch S, 2S, right? And I'm even hitting a lot higher than I should be. I should be air dashing a little bit lower, right? So on block here, it's a little bit safer. Of course, if they FD, they'll probably get pushed back a little bit. Not a problem if you have ice field, right? Okay, so we've established that. Ice field out, different story. We don't want the retreating 2S because we're too far back. Usually this is what we want to do is follow this up from a wings of light situation, so we don't want to be pushed far back. So instead, let's do a micro dash forward 5K. In fact, maybe we can even do micro dash forward 2S, and we should have enough time for this because 2S crouching slash is 10 frame startup. Standing 5K is 7 frame startup, so there's a 3 frame leeway there. And then crouching punch is a 5 frame startup, so we got 5 frames to work with. We can sneak in a micro dash. I haven't fully tested this out. I just thought about this. So if we want to micro dash forward a little bit. Perhaps Zato's not the best character for this. Daytona, how's it going? What's up? Shit, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, that was sort of the dash forward. Oh, we want to air dash back. How you doing, Daytona? Okay. Okay, good. It sort of works. We can even do that. Just had to do a few tries. Okay, so it can connect and you can do multiple 2Ps. Good to know. Okay, let's set it up with Wings of Light now. Yo, Treebor, how's it going? What's up? Hope you're doing well. Okay, 2 questions. 1, do you have a video on microdashing? Unfortunately, I do not. Number 2, does microdashing require dash macro? It doesn't, but microdashing is significantly easier with the dash macro. I've grown up playing Guilty Gear XX and Guilty Gear Xrd. So, microdashing on stick is pretty natural to me. Without the dash macro. If you play on pad, it's a little bit more difficult. If you play on hitbox, it's significantly easier. Or hitbox 8 or keyboard. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Because I play on stick, you guys can't. Oh, there you go. Micro dashing uses different, or dashing in general uses different muscles. And depending on how you hold your stick, if you use the wine glass method, I think you're going to have a much more stable kind of... I think it's more consistent, actually, on both sides if you do wine glass style. if you do like ball polish style like I do, I don't know what it's actually called, it's standard style. Missionary style. No, I'm joking. It's a little bit difficult to be consistent, especially as you get older. You're prone to muscular degeneration of some sort. I find that my micro dashing or my dashing on my thumb side is a little weaker on my wrist side sometimes. And depending on the day, it's vice versa. So, the biggest tip for micro dashing or just instant air dashing or doing any of those tight movement options is get used to returning to neutral on a spring-loaded kind of stick, if you use stick. So like tap, like hold or just tap, let go, and then tap again on both sides, right? Bam, bam. Right? And being fast with that helps, and understanding that you want to return to neutral helps too. So I hope that helps. Unfortunately, no video on that. Maybe I should make one. Okay, so back to this. This doesn't really require a micro dash. It just requires some form of a dash. Let's put it all together though. But really good question there, people are. Let me know if you have any other questions. So here we go. All right. Here's issue number. I don't know. I'm starting to number the issues right now. I just started that right now. But here's another issue. Getting the timing for that fish. How do you get a perfectly timed fish in this case? Well, lucky for you, I did a little practice yesterday, and I cut out all that kind of discovery time on stream. So I'll just show you right now. This is what you do. For this particular setup anyway. You want an instant air dash right here, and as soon as you land, fish. So this is what it looks like from that close slash. Didn't quite get the wall break, but I'll show you that it's pretty meaty. Actually, let's show you how meaty it is. I'm gonna do it, and then we're just gonna let the frame data play out. Is that right? 58 frames of advantage? That's a lot of frames of advantage. You can do a lot of things like jump forward and do air dash back JH. Alright, let's put everything together. So there's the Nagai right there. It's an air dash. Don't do anything, right? Do not do anything. Don't push buttons on the way down. Don't FD. Don't do nothing. Just let the air dash rock. Land. K-fish. You get this 58, almost 1 second of frame advantage on block. Alright. Let's put that micro dash where I wanted to put it. Air dash forward. Oopsies. Air dash forward, and then we want to let's dash forward with 5k. Let's dash forward 5k. It's easier on my hands. For me to dash forward in 2p, I'm like tapping dash macro and then holding down and then mashing punch, right? If I'm just gonna commit to 5k, I'm just gonna dash macro and 5k. We'll do 5k 6p, or you know what, 5k 2D or whatever. Doesn't matter at the moment. We'll figure it out. Alright, let's do this. Oopsies. For those who are just new to my stream, you know that I make a lot of mistakes. That's okay. Mistakes happen. But we want to grind out all the mistakes now, so we don't do it in actual competition, is what my karate senpais to tell me. I just realized that the word senpai sounds really weird when I say it out loud, like there's some weird anyway. Sometimes the word senpai is used in media that is really not appropriate, I guess. Look at that. I should have stopped my 2Ps there. But anyway, my karate senior before a competition would always tell me that, you know, it's okay to make mistakes. If you make a mistake in your kata and your form and all that, make it now so that you don't make it in tournament. Alright. There you go. Now we're utilizing and maximizing on our wings of light. Alright, let's do this. Air dash forward, fish on the way down. Right, good. I wanted to test out the how tight it is. So I held up back, hold up back again after the fish bite, hold up back. I get hit with a 5K, so it doesn't. So what that tells me is that it's not exactly gapless. There's a little bit of a gap in there. How much? Somewhere between 1 to 3 frames, I believe. Whatever Zato's jump startup is, which is like pretty universal except for, I believe, Nago. Where are you, buddy? Zato. Let's see. Should be. Yeah, pre-jump 4 frames. So anywhere between 1 to 4 frames, there's a gap there. So maybe they can throw me if they block the JH, but I think I'm too far away. Let's test that up. My hair, what's up? Oh, I see a lot of activity in chat. Nope. So I'm either too far away for the throw, or there's a 1 frame gap there. So that's my new setup. We're gonna expand off it. I already see some activity in chat suggesting some of the cool things we can try. So My Hero, how's it going? Good morning. Mysterious Emma, what's good? How's it going, man? Is that the My Hero Academia president waving? So My Hero says the way fish pushes out of the corner looks nasty. Maybe you can steal corner. I think we can. I think there's a wave that we can, and I think perhaps that is one of the mix-ups that we can try and do. Steal corner, then high-low. Although, if you're stealing the corner, it is pretty scary, pretty risky, as if your mix-up fails, you're now cornered. However, if you steal the corner, and you have ice field out, you can, you know, push yourself away from the corner by using an appropriate block screen. Jay, how's it going? What's up? Watched Freeman in 2 days. Hell yeah. Yeah, Freeman is good. Massive fan. One of the only animes I've watched, and I went to go get figures in. It's a good, really good series, and it's one that's easy to recommend. Getting my Samsung S26 Ultra on the 6th as well earlier than its actual release date. That's good. Nice. Let me know how that is. How are you? I'm doing very well. Chilling, says Mysterious Emblem. I think it's just an OC. Oh, okay. I see. An OC, I see. For sure, just getting bursted in the corner. Yeah. Always be mindful of the burst. I would never, or rather, I would be cautious of stealing the corner if they have burst. Or YRC. You really have to... Yeah, even if you open them up, they burst you and you're in the corner. It's like... It's Jover, man. As the kids would say. But yeah. Let me see here. Anything else? But yeah, I'm doing okay. I didn't exactly get perfect sleep. I probably got a good 7 hours. Normally I would prefer to have 8 hours on a full day of work. But it is what it is. I got up from a work nightmare. I won't say what it is. But it was I had an interaction with somebody in my work, not a coworker, but a customer, and then I woke up sweating. I'm like, well, I'm already up. I might as well just get up and do stuff. So other than that, I got some pretty good sleep. I hate those dreams where you just wake up angry and have nothing to do with your anger. Yeah, me too. And I was stupid. I looked at my phone, got flashbanged. I'm like, I guess I'm up. Not the worst thing, I guess, because I felt motivated to do stuff, and that's why I'm streaming right now. Alright, so let's do this one more time. Really cool. Let's do the 2P this time. Oh, and we stayed on the same side, which is okay. I think we can work with that too. And do nothing and then summon fish on the landing. You get a perfect 58 frame plus fish bite. Okay, let's do it with a 2P now. Do the 2P. Oh, I got mashed at 2P. So we gotta mash 2P until the wall stick, and then we summon K-fish twice. Oopsies. There's my problem right there. Going from neutral to 2. Oh, I'm having a little bit of issue summoning fish on the way down, but it shouldn't be that hard. Just maybe a little awkward, that's all. Oh, okay, hold up. Maybe this isn't the best. It bites a little bit too early. It bites a little too early. If you do it too fast. So then, what if you did that instead? I'm gonna instant air dash and throw. That's gonna add a lot more frames on my landing than a normal fast fall. I don't know. I think that should be slower than just a full dash. Right up. Okay. That seemed okay. Let's actually count the frames. Not count the frames, but see the frame data. $59 frames. Okay, is that better? Even better? Let's do it one more time. $60 frames. Jesus. Okay. Might be onto something here. It seems to vary a little bit. So cancel the throw. And then we want to dash forward with the 2P. It's fun to explore things and discover things live on stream. Okay. There it is. It's an air dash throw. Okay. Nice. Okay.
I will not back down.
I like this. I love Fern Mad Face. I need to figure Fern Mad. I'm pretty sure I have some Freeman stuff around here. One of my coworkers' little sisters was just getting into Freeman. And oh, even if they block that, it's not bad. She's getting into Freeman. So when I went to Japan, my coworker asked me to bring home a Freeman poster, which, I'll be honest, bringing home posters, not my favorite thing. Simply because they take a lot of luggage space, right? It's very awkward to bring home a poster. So I asked her, can I just like grab a bunch of stuff that's free and related? A lot of knickknacks and that sort of thing. And then I also asked what her favorite characters were. So it's Fern and Freeren, so I bought a bunch of like keychains and that sort of thing. Keychains, and I bought the shirt. And the shirt had the... didn't have the Fern mad face, but had the Freeren, like, bored face. Share with the class? Alright. Let me do one more thing for this. So this is the high. This is probably the best way to use it, right? You don't want to break the wall. You want to fully utilize the wings of light when you have it. And then the low would be something like this. What did I get for free rent? I got something. And the low could just be that, right? I would probably do like Microdash 4 2K 6P. Let's do that. We have time to do a Microdash 4 2K, I believe. I'm pretty sure with 1 second, 60 frames of advantage, I think we can. Yo, Myhro says, I think backdash 4-4 FRC JD might be worth it in some matchups. Yeah, I think so. Korean dear, how's it going? What's up? Jay says my favorite character is saying Graph. My favorite character is the old dude. I can't remember his name. Oh god. The fisticuffs guy. Deacon. Yeah, let's do that. If we have time to do air dash back JH, we have time to do micro dash forward 2K. Okay, now I just gotta complete it. Micro fast, micro dashboard, 2K 6P. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do we don't have to do marker dash. I'm thinking too much now. Hold up. Let's just do it. I'm thinking way too ahead. That's messing me up. Hold up. Okay. Easy. Summon. Be nice to get more hits in. So. Okay, maybe just land and do 2K. Yo, Karina, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Something without burst. Yeah. Well, this is basically expanding off of what we did yesterday. Like, if you didn't have burst, but you have meter, and you could throw them away from the corner. I want something to do. I want something to work with. And if I have burst, then we can just break the wall. Break the wall to throw and fully pop Wings of Light there. Have the Wings of Light duration happen, rather. So Jay says, I also went to Bandai Namco store and a coworker complimented my jacket. Then a few minutes later, she stopped me again and asked where I got it from. Then she proceeded to talk with me about Persona for about 12 minutes. Damn. Alright, so key things here. Air dash forward here. Cancel with a throw fish summon. Gives you a really nice meaty fish bite. And then we can do a high-low. Now, let's explore the other thing somebody mentioned. Potential side switch. So for the side switch, if you want to do that, because the fish bites him away from the corner, we want to do our jump a little bit later. So, I mean, I guess you can instant air dash. I don't like to instant air dash. That's a pretty good tell of a side switch. But what we could just like dash jump, do a really delayed dash jump. So dash a whole bunch and then jump to the other side. So let's try that. Same setup. Maybe. Let's try that with maybe not as deep dash. Which old dude? Deacon. Bacon. Pompey, what the hell's it going? So that's a pretty small micro dash. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that. It's a pretty deep. It's a deep for micro dash. So I'm just gonna hold back to block. Lesson man, how's it going? What's up? Hold back to block. This seems to be. I think there is a gap there. I'm gonna try throw. Block here. Yeah. So let's do. Okay, let's see what happens if I just dash jump. Interesting. Do you see how he blocked? He like blocked the other way. So I'm gonna hold back to block. He blocked the other way, but holding left to block blocked it. So let's block this and try to throw. So we stay on the same side with a simple dash jump. It changes his blocking animation, but you're still blocking the same way. You know what I mean? So if I held left to block, in this case with Shadow, I'm still blocking. Let's do a slightly... Let's do a slightly deeper micro dash. I guess in this case it's not called a micro dash. We're staying on the same side. It's not on purpose. We can work with that, I'm pretty sure. There's other setups that we can try to do, like contingency setups. There we go. Okay. So, I don't think we can safely, confidently anyway, get to the other side and do a mix-up. With the way I'm doing it anyway. Let's do one more thing. Let's instant air dash. Instant air dash, fastball JH. At least see what happens. Again, instant air dashes are not my favorite way to do a like a cross-up mix-up because it's a pretty big tell. Okay. Let's just instant air dash. No fastball. Not even an FD. So even with the instant air dash, we're staying on the same side. I'll hold back. I'll hold down back. Okay. Super jump? Super jump, okay. Forgot about that. Same side still. That's okay. You know what? It's okay. A cross up in the corner is... Oh, what the... Hey, wait a second. Let's try it one more time. But let me also complete that thought. A cross up is more often a liability than an asset when you do it in the corner. In my experience. Any kind of corner cross-ups, if it fails, like, it's disastrous. I like to mix up on the same side if possible. There we go. Okay, I'm hold back to block. Hold back to block. Okay, so it's not crossing up. Like, I am still, you know, Zato here, player one side. On defense, cross-up protection is happening. And let's see the gap. I'm gonna throw. Okay, and there's a gap. Okay. Alright. So let's shelf that for now. Maybe there is something that we can do, some weird, cute, JD thing, but let's not do anything as of now. Let's just put it on the back burner. Because I have other things I want to show. So I just thought about what I wanted to show. It's kind of silly. So we have that high-low mix-up that I showed you, right? Air dash back, JH, or land and do it 2K. Guilty Gear Classic. But everybody has like a 20 frame overhead. That works on all levels, it seems, right? I've seen this work in big tournament level. Obviously, it works in like lower level too. So 5D is in fact dangerous enough to use in competition, from what I've seen. So there is a way to get your 5D to work here. Let me show you. Ice spike. Alright. So from here, it'd be nice to kind of do a setup where you can do a 5D, like a standing overhead 5D, with that fish hit to follow up. I have it. I have one just for you. If you like this kind of thing, it looks silly. Right. Here it is. Backdash, fish summon, and then dash up close slash 5D. Good. Backdash. You gotta be close enough for it. Gotta be close enough for a close slash though. Let's do it right. Backdash. Dash in. Full flash. There it is. Cooler if I showed you if it hit. If I showed you hitting. Last says because they can't OS 6P50. Actually, with the fish, shouldn't be pause. Oh, hold up. There we go. Now, I guess my issue is what's the frame data if they block it? Oh, also, let's see if they can throw this. You have to be close enough for a close slash, but sometimes to be in that proximity, you enter their grab range before your close slash comes out. So let's see if we can. I'll do it properly. This is my big issue for doing this sort of thing. Anyway, that sometimes. Yeah, I need to get. We need to get up close. Hold up. Does this work? No. You want to do close slash. Close slash 5D. Otherwise, they'll be able to up back that. Elias, sounds good. Good luck in class. Kurangi, what's up? How's it going? Good morning. Ohio, gozaimasu. Okay. There you go. I think I would prefer if I would prefer if fish hit a little bit later. Because if it's hitting too early, we're gonna get the wall stick, but not the slump. A little bit later hit, you get the wall slump. And also, let's take a look at the frame data if they block. So this is like a really nice way to consistently get the 5D into fish fight setup without really eyeballing anything. You kind of Well, I guess you do eyeball the close slash, but that's pretty easy to do. But like, it's a pretty standardized setup, right? Everything is sort of in place for you to, you know, there's not as many variables is what I'm trying to say here. You don't have to like eyeball too many things. As long as you do this. Nice quote-unquote pre-5D setup. Okay, now I'm gonna block it with Zato. Dizzy is... she's +1. She's +1. She's at advantage, but... she can get thrown if she decides to push a button out, that sort of thing. But, I mean, better than being negative or 0. Now, my desire is to find something that hits a little bit later, so you get the wall slump. But if we do that, then unfortunately we don't get that +1 situation, right? It's going to be at least or 0, or it's going to be -1, -2, etc. But I think I have something here. Yeah, I was working on this yesterday. I think we can do something better than an air dash. Than a dash up full slash. If possible, I'd like to get like the 5D to work here without the close slash behind it, because if we're playing against Happy Chaos, for instance, leading in with a mid like a close slash allows him an opportunity to wire C, for instance, before getting hit with the mix-up. Right? I'd rather open up with the mix-up, if that makes sense, and avoid the wire C situation. I don't know if we can do it here, though. Yeah, so... that one hits a little bit too... the fish hit a little bit too late, so I need to summon it either closer... and or faster. So we can probably do like maybe a double fish summon here. Okay. Maybe. Maybe that's a little bit too late now. Okay. So first of all, is my 5D good enough? No, it wasn't good enough. But if it was perfect and it hit on meaty, that fish bite is still too slow. So what does that tell me? I need to do a frame kill that's just a little bit faster than a fish summon. Let's take a look at the frame data, actually. There's one way to find out. So I'm looking for a move that is just a little bit faster than the total amount of frames as fish summon. So fish summon is, we talked a lot together. So something that has less than 40 frames, just slightly. So maybe like, I'd like a 35 frame thing. So for example, it doesn't say here, but you can kind of add a multi. Oh, here we go. 18 frame. 5P is 18 frames. 5K is 22 frames. So let's see what 6H is. 6H is total 56 frames. That's going to be too slow. Let's go 5H. 5H is 44 frames. A little bit too slow. No Neutral, how's it going? What's up? What if you do fish during wall stick freeze? What if you do fish during wall stick freeze? What do you mean by that? I'm doing fish in wall stick freeze, right? That's what I've been doing. So like wall stick freeze. I mean, there's this setup. I like that one a lot. I went behind my opponent that time. What did I do different? Anyway. So there's... I mean, we did go through those setups earlier, actually. 5H is 44 frames. Probably 2S. There's 2 ways to find out. The better option is frame data mod. That's true. Okay. 2S is 30 frames. I don't have that mod, though. 5D is 48 frames. Far slash is 40 frames. This is as equivalent as the fish summon. How about two 5Ps. Forgot about using 2. Yeah, 36 frames. I like that. Is there anything else? Am I missing anything? What's throw with? Throw is 42 frames. Okay, what's Ice Spike? Ice Spike is 61 frames. So we'll do double tap. 5P, 5P. Are you getting freeze during the first fish? You're getting a freeze from the first fish, so there you go. Faster frame. So you're getting freeze during the first fish, so there you go. Faster frame, perfect delay. You mean like, hold up, maybe you're not, I'm not understanding. So my hero says it's okay, I'm lost. Okay, I'm not the only one. You mean like wait for the Oh, I see. You mean wait for the freeze to happen, like the screen freeze. I think I know what you mean. Don't sound right away. That actually is a pretty genius way, yeah. Actually, I like that. So wait. Now you summon. I like that. That's pretty smart. That's pretty smart. Okay, wait. Now. Okay, it's a little bit too slow still. Let's try again. I love that actually. You are a genius. Because, I mean, sometimes you don't know if the wall stick's gonna happen, right? I mean, in this case we do know. This is a pre-scripted sequence. Let's try again. Maybe I didn't do it right. Wait. Now. Still a little bit too slow. So let's do... That's okay. We have ammunition now. We can do our other techniques along with this. Let's do a double 5P. Do you need a second fish there? I think so. Yeah. The first fish... Let's do it without the first. Let's do just one fish, just to kind of show. But I believe the fish will break the wall. So if I just summon there, or it's gonna be a meaty fish fight. No, it's not. But that's okay. We don't want it to be a meaty fish fight. Hold up. I'm gonna hold up back with Saddle. Let's do after the freeze and then summon. So if it's a little delayed, that's okay. Yeah, you don't need a fish double tap in there. Okay, I like that. BD. Oh. That seems to... Yeah. I guess we'd have to run in and delay the 5D a little bit. Gonna be in their face for a little bit. Okay. thing is, how? Oh no, there's. I can do a meaty. Yeah, no, this will work. This will work. You just gotta wait a little bit longer. Still possible 5k frame kill potentially. I like the 5p frame kill. Let's just do a 5p frame kill anyway. I do need some space. More timing. Yeah, I need more. So I don't wanna break the wall, right? I want the slump. So we just delay it a little bit longer. I'm just so trigger happy, I guess. Let's do a 5D. So what was that? Is that too? That was too early, right? That's a little bit better, although I'm not a fan of the timing. Like I have to really make sure I'm timing my 5D right on the wall slump, right? I wonder if there's an easier way to like auto time it. So I'm just gonna throw. Okay, what else can we do here? Yeah, it seems too manually timed. I mean, it's not that bad. If we can get a nice like space setup, manually timing the 5D isn't bad. But I bet we can do something like jump in, instant air dash or whatever, and then do a 5D. So for instance, oops, don't blast them like that. Let's do the fish summon right after the freeze, the no neutral special. So this is almost okay. Okay, let's do the same correction that we did before. Because this is too fast, let's do instant air dash with grab, add some frames on our landing, and then 5D. Let's hold. We gotta hold forward. Hold forward until we hit the ground, and then 5D. Vi, how's it going, man? What's up? Oh, there we go. Hold up. It didn't record properly. I think. Okay, that was it, right? I think we got something here. Oopsies, don't cancel that. Okay. I like this. Let's make sure everything is airtight. Not airtight, but everything works together. Okay, I got it recorded. Let's do the, first of all, the throw test. Okay. Do it one more time. Throw test. So throw as I'm getting up. Seems to be hitting on meaty. Okay, throw test. I'm not throwing, but I'm not because I'm not mashing hard enough. Okay, I'm battle again. I'm throwing. If it's tight, I should get counter hit. Okay, good. Yeah, now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm negative here too, says, I'm agreeing with my hero there. Hold up, back. Block. Negative 12. Negative 12. Okay. So we want the fish to be a little bit later. Everything is kind of coming together. We want the fish to be a little bit later. I want my 5D to hit the same way that it is. Okay. Yeah, hope you're all doing well. I'm putting everything together. No neutrals advice. Awesome advice, by the way. Let's let's make it a little bit later, maybe a 5p actually, before the flash freeze. Just a tad tired. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Not too bad. Thank you for complimenting the hat. It's from, you know where it's from. For everybody else, it's the Cinderella Grey Uma Musume reference. But yeah, hope you're doing well, man. Okay.
Wait, it's dangerous here.
What if we did the backdash thing? No, backdash. Disney does really does get so much out of these well thought out routes. Yeah, I'm trying to think of something here. We got something out of this. At the end of this, by the way, I'll summarize what worked and what didn't work, and then we'll try to do it in matches. Here we go. 5p summon. We'll do 5p summon. Okay, a little bit too slow. So let's do no throw, just instant air dash and then land 5D. So 5p summon. Shit. 5p summon. Okay, that's a little bit too late now on the 5D. We need to go in a little faster. Wait, hold up. Was it? I held up back there, got hit. Let's do a throw. Oh, wait a second. Does this work? Did I record the right thing? Hold up. I did a 5p here, right? Yo, DBC Lou, how's it going, man? What's up? 5p? Nope, that was the same as I did before. Okay, didn't record it properly. My bad. What if you walk back before the freeze so that hits later? That's a good point. I could. That's a really good point. But there's too many variables when it comes to just walking back. If I could just plug in frame kills, you know, if I can just like push buttons to get some constant numbers, I'd rather do that. You know what I mean? If I'm walking back a bit, that is the solution, 100%, right? But you need to know exactly how much to walk back, right? But if I can just let the game play for me, that would be ideal. Let's look into that though. If I can't figure that out, let's just do the manual transmission method and walk back and summon fish. That's the idea. So I'm just trying to I'm putting Lego blocks together to make something work. If I can do that, then that would be ideal. But sometimes we have to kind of just settle with manually time stuff. So I'll do 5p here and then instant air dash. 5p. Summon. Instant air dash. That actually looked okay. So this delays it just a little bit, but maybe it's not enough. Oh my goodness, come on. I didn't record that properly? Oh, I didn't. My bad. Okay. Here we go. I'm doing record and playback. 5p summon the new no neutral method. All right. Excited for the Guilty Gear 2.0 announcement? Yeah. I think it happens on the announcement anyway happens March 20th. March 20th, I believe. I'll probably stream it. So hold up back. I got hit, meaning it's somewhere between 1 to 4 frames, or even maybe it's even meaty. I'm gonna try to throw now. throw. Okay, so not meaty. Let's... Can I fast fall and not hit my opponent? I can fast fall with the FD, but I'd rather not spend FD if possible. So that's meter for Wings of Light damage. Okay, there you go. I don't think that'll work on all the characters. I don't think so, but we'll try it out. That might be okay. I left some... There was some gaps there. I was a little slow on a few things, but... That might actually work. Okay. It looks okay. Let me tighten it up a little bit. Yeah, I was a little bit slow on that. There we go. It's okay. It does weird me out a little bit on the 5p freeze and then fish summon. It's not a natural timing for me. Here we go. It looks okay. It looks okay, but I fear that the fish hit is still a little bit too tight. Okay, nice. Okay, so it hit on meaty. I mashed throw, but what is the frame data on block? Oopsies, I got hit. It looks better. You just block it. It was actually okay on throw. -5. Okay, we're getting a little closer. So, if not... So, okay. I need something that's like 25 frames. Bar slash? No. That's 44. 48. Crouching buttons. 15, sorry, 20. 2S. This might be too slow. 2S? 2S is 30 frame total. Oh, here we go. Wait, no, close. Never mind. Close slash is 25 frame. Oh boy. Oh, you know what? Hold up. We can get this if we do the no neutral method. Wait until the freeze, push button, and then fish summon. All right, let's do that. Damn. No neutral's genius. Yeah, the GGST 2.1, excuse me, 2.0. I'm already ahead of myself. The trailer comes out between March 20th to 23rd at the Arc World Tour happening in South Korea. The guys from the future, I knew. Simply, what's up? Yeah, I recorded this stream in 2007, alright? 2007? Yeah, I could really tell the future. Yeah, back in the day I recorded the stream. That's how far ahead I am. I messed it up. Like, that was what do you call them? Like a mission failed successfully. Okay. I think it's hitting at the right time now. It's just my method of approach is not good anymore. I think I have to actually run up in 5D. Oh, wait a second. Why don't I just, like, jump forward, summon... Hold up. Yeah, I'm gonna get thrown. Yeah, I think so. Now it's okay. It's just we gotta time that the 5D, which is okay. I think if we could just micro dash 5D, okay. Just stay out of range of a throw. Right. Yeah, double 2P. Let's just do double 2P. Right. Alright, here we go. Double 2P. Hey, what? It's a wall slump! This could be it. Okay, okay, here we go. There we go. Double TP. Double replicant. But how consistent is this? Okay, the problem is you gotta really steer that 5D perfectly, you know? Which is okay. We're on to something. Bam, bam. Okay, let's see what it is if they block it. You can use 2S instead of... It's like, okay, let's try the 2S. So blocking... Yo, plus 11? Alright, let's do 2S. That might actually work too. I just got really timed that. I got good at timing that approaching 5D. Okay, and it's a wall slump. Beauty, I love it. I like this better because it's easier to buffer a special attack in a longer move. Yeah. Deep suit. Yeah, that's it. Okay, make sure. Okay, and I hit on meaty. Okay, so we got the proper fish summon. The approaching 5D might need a little work. +8. I love it. That's great. So I wonder if there's a way for us to get in there with a 5D without being too much at risk of a throw, you know? Yeah, so we're trying to get the 5D to guarantee Wings of Light regardless of hit or block. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's a good way. I'm just trying to get a high-low mix-up, you know? You know, we already spent meter getting into this with this fast RC. If you don't have burst to break the wall and kill him with like a throw setup, or a command throw setup from Dizzy, then we can do something like this. Pretty neat. Took a little while to get there, but we got there. Okay. Do it one more time. Pretty consistent way of getting it too, right? Gotta dial in the executional things here. Let's see. Did I do it right? Looks like I get thrown there. If I was a defender, I would be like, there's no way this Dizzy player is gonna get this all the time. Let's just match throw. Time doesn't seem too bad. I don't think so. It's probably a good way to not have it so telegraphed. So 2S. Fish summon, like walk forward and then do this. Okay, 2S. Oh no, never mind. You have to like walk forward, and then do a somewhat early dash. I don't want to dash flush up right away. But then I want to get thrown. Maybe walk back and then dash forward. Just do it. Just get used to the timing. Just do it. Don't think it's that bad. Everything else, yeah, it's gonna be too slow. What if we dash jumped? If we dash jump, I mean dash jump. I mean it's not. It's still some variables to it. Like it's not as consistent or constant as like a button frame kill. But it might be easier than just dashing up. No, never mind. It's too slow. I feel like sliding 2P for really to maybe just 2P after the fish. Oh yeah. I see.
No, no. Win. Don't.
That might work. Was I too far? Was I too slow? It looked like it was a little bit too late. Yeah, maybe it's a little too late. Just dash. Just dash. Okay, cool. I wrote down other things here too. I should probably write this down in notes, shouldn't I? But I actually have some notes I've written down on my phone here for this. Okay, so we did air dash back, marker dash 2P. We explored this a little bit. After ice spike wall stick. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, we did that. Instant air dash, throw K-fish, okay, and then there's the back dash fish close dash SD. Or not SD, 5D. Alright, so let's review what sort of worked, and then we'll go on from here. Maybe I'll write it down here too. Okay, so starting from the top, after this throw, let's just say you don't have, okay, let's start from the very top. If you have burst meter, and you have tension. Yo, Vermilion Hopgun, what's up? Yo, is that the Vermilion, the 2V legend? How you doing, man? Is this your other account? Soda Vermilion, hope you're doing well, my friend. If you're not, hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, I can't even do it now. Okay, hold up. So, what was it even? Okay, I think I know. Yeah, I almost forgot what this is. When you get old, like me, you forget things. I'm not even getting the setup. Thinking too much. Okay, here we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. What is going on? Okay, hold on. I'm just getting distracted. Probably. Damn, he really got reduced from it. MBAAC legend to 2B legend. I'm thinking the different person, I think, right? There we go. So this is what we've been doing. We don't want to do that for this throw thing. There we go. This is it. You have burst. And you have meter. You can cash out, do that much damage, right? But we don't always have a chunk of burst to do this. And plus, we always want to do this when they don't have resources to like burst out of. Gotta support my dizzy brethren. Thank you so much, Soda. Hope you're doing well. Here we go. So once again, this is the original. Well, not that. There we go. Yo, Marcus, how's it going? What's up? Hope you're doing well. I can't do this anymore. The timing's off. There it is. For example, there's that. So if you have burst, you have meter, you get that into the wings light throw. By the way, how do you get to that wings light throw to begin with? This is what I usually do. I like to lead into it from a guard crush, like that. Alright. That's an example. Sora says, this is my favorite character, and I can't use wings optimally, so clearly I joined at a perfect time. Same here. I'm not like Paluna, who can really utilize Wings of Light in neutral. I often use it when you know, adding or subtracting frames, you know, for like a strike throw. I use it as frame kill mostly. And then it just happens to pop at the most, or rather the least opportune times. This is when I normally activate it, right here. Just from a guard, from this OTG situation, I guard crush and then I initiate it. Right. Oh, we're not supposed to wall stick like that though. Huh. Okay, anyway. Uh-oh. Did I just screw myself over? So anyway, let's pretend that we did this. Oh. Ah, okay, we have a problem. Everything I've done up to now, we haven't damaged the wall, but I thought this worked either way. Hold up. Marcus says, as nervous as an incubus pole dancer giving birth to Eldritch Cloud God during a blizzard. I'm sure that incubus would be very nervous. I thought we already, maybe it's a character specific thing? Hold up. Okay, I'll show you my problem. I just discovered an issue with everything that I've been doing up to this point, but I'm hoping we can fix it. I think I got gaslit. Okay, so we want to make sure we don't damage the wall a whole lot. Or if we do, we want to make sure that this throw setup doesn't touch the wall until I ice spike. The opponent doesn't touch the wall until I ice spike, right? So this is what it should look like if we're gonna go for that OG Daiji throw setup. But this is useful. This is useful. This is... What? Okay, I got gaslit. Dizzy... Yeah, sorry. I'm going all over the place. Let me show you the Daiji thing first of all. This is useful. This is useful, I promise. Not that. So you throw them in the corner. You get the OTG 2K. Guard crush. Okay, this is useful. There's a lot of big damage, right? That's useful. This is the Daiji. He's done it several times. I'm trying to do something that doesn't require burst. Like, a lot of times I get the throw situation with the Wings of Light, but we don't have burst. Either one of us. Okay. go. So. And then we've been doing a lot of different things for this situation, right? Okay, so let me show you guys what I've been doing. We may need to make corrections. This could be a character-specific thing, so I'll also figure out which characters this works on and which characters it doesn't. Clearly, it works on Dizzy. It did not work on Sato. Okay. So we already did the little throw loop. Get the 6H. Activate Wings of Light. Okay, let me show you what worked. Okay, there's this. It's an air dash throw. Summon on the ground. This fish bite is about 58 to 60 frames on block. So again, it's an air dash, empty throw, fish summon, 59 frames. We can do a lot with that. What I like to do is an instant air dash back JH or landing 2K kind of setup. This is what I used to do. The problem with this is that I retreat. I retreat when Wings of Light activates. We don't have to land and do a 2S though, right? We don't have to land and do a 2S. Because we have Ice Field out, we can actually dash in and do a faster button. 2S is 10 frame startup. 5K is 7 frame startup. 2P is 5 frame startup. Did I say that right? Let me repeat that. 2S is 10 frame startup. 5K standing kick is 7 frame startup, and then 2P is 5 frame startup. So we can actually sneak in a little dash before we do our button, do our faster button. Do you need ice floor? No, you don't. So like for instance, if you go from here. If you just straight up throw them here, Korean Deer, air dash back JH with the 2S, you don't need ice floor to convert this. But anything else basically doesn't reach. Right, 2P doesn't reach. 5K sometimes reaches, but not all the time, depending on the character and your own timing. Right. But with Ice Floor, I mean, we're already setting up Ice Floor in this situation, right? So we might as well take advantage of it. So let's do this. Ice Floor. Throw. Right. Wall Slump. And of course you can summon fish there if you like. Or I could just kill. Why don't we just kill? Henry, how's it going? What's up? Kieran, what's up? Hope you're doing well. And Digital. Beam? Mikuru Beam? Alright. How's Testament Gaming there, Genmu? Genmu! You didn't have to, but thank you so much for the gift subs. Thank you so much. Thanks for the generosity. Wow, that's you didn't have to. You didn't have to. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I was like Testament Gaming. I want to show you something actually after this, if you're gonna stick around. Okay, so hold up. See if we can just straight up kill with this setup. Not quite. But I mean, you're going to lead into Wings of Light startup, right? With something else. With a throw, for instance. I'm already going to do a little bit of damage from this throw. So this should kill. But this is like me if I had 100% meter, right? Oopsies. Oh, shit! The situation that we don't want! Okay, there's gotta be a way to like push him back farther from the corner, right? Genmu, thank you so much. Give me stop saving money. You're living on an expensive place. Alright. Yeah, oh man. I hate it when that happens. Okay. There's gotta be a way to push him farther away from the corner. Okay, anyway. Pretend that didn't happen. So, we had the high, and then we have the low, right? The low would be... We'll fix it, we'll fix it. It can be fixed! I'm shook. And then low be simply something like that. Okay. Actually, while I have your attention, let me go ahead and actually let's do this. I don't know why I haven't done this yet. Shout out. You guys don't know Genmu streams Testament. So please check out Genmu when you get a chance. If you're not already following Genmu, please follow Genmu. At least please do that. Please. Let me show you something real cool. Check this out. We talked about the movie Predator and the movie RoboCop the last time I rated Genmu. I have a RoboCop. Oh, hold up, my camera's messed up. I have a framed RoboCop picture. Here we go. Let's just turn off. There you go. Signed by Peter Weller himself. This is actually a gift from my wife. For long, stay out of trouble, he says. All right, that's a message for everybody else out there too. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. Favorite movie of all time is RoboCop. Really cool gift. Yeah. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the gift. Okay, here we go. All right. So that's one thing that we got a high-low there. Here's a silly high-low that you can do as well. From this same situation, if you don't have burst, but you want to take advantage of your wings of light, you can backdash here, 7 fish, run up, close slash, if you can get up close enough, into 5D. It's a really silly looking one. Backdash. Dash up. You gotta do it tight. I'm not a big fan of this. Because I'm not really good at timing that particular close slash meaty. I get thrown. And then of course we can do we've been working on. Which is 2S here, fish summon, dash up, 5D. This will wall slump, and also be plus 5 to 10. So let's hold back to block this. Plus 9. So you can continue pressure. Was this airtight? Let's hold up back. Actually, let's wake up and throw. Wake up and throw. Couldn't throw. But if I'm actually hitting on frame 1 of wake up, it should be a counter hit if I'm mashing throw. Really cool setup. But we've encountered a big issue, which is sometimes the ice spike breaks the wall and sometimes it doesn't, and we want to make sure it doesn't. So for us to do that, we have to be somewhat far away from the corner. So if we're going to be doing this, I'll do some wall damage first. Alright, this is what I normally do. Okay, not worked out. Doesn't work against every character. For example, if I switch it over to Zato, it seemed to not work against him. Does heavy mob punish raw ice spike into ice? I'm afraid to find out. We can test it out. Yeah. We'll test it out. I'll show that this doesn't work on Zato, then we'll test it out on Cole. So we'll do the same thing that I did on Dizzy, but on Zato this time. And this... Oh, what the... Okay, it worked that time. It's just a matter of execution. Sometimes... You know what I should do? I should max out the wall damage. So... I don't need to do that throw sequence beforehand to test it out. Okay. And while we have this, we can... Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, I'll test out the heavy mob psycho. Wow. Okay, what's the command for it? Half circle back forward. What's heavy mob psycho? double core circle back slot. Okay. It says punish. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll do it again. Pull up back. Okay. Oh yeah, you can punish it. There you go. Oh, you get an ice. Hold on. You get an ice pop too. Probably 6H right after, right? There you go. Extra damage. Alright, try to forget that. Yakume. No Neutral says, probably a stupid guess, but it could be that when it worked, you accidentally throw them by pixels, so they got magneted to you. When it worked. Yeah, probably. Like, cause I'm holding back a little bit, right? Okay, so let's turn it back to Zato, because it seems like when I was playing against Zato, it is more likely to fail. I'm gonna max out wall damage, and we're gonna see if we can make any corrective changes. Like you pull them, yeah, I think so too. Like if I'm back throwing, maybe I'll walk back a little bit before I threw. You know? Delete the VOD. Yeah. This VOD does not exist. All right. Max wall break all the time. Instant wall stick. Okay, so that worked. So walk forward, back throw. Walk forward, back throw. Okay, there's a bounce we don't want. Okay. So I did 5k that time, didn't quite reach the wall. What if I do... What if I walk... I'll dash... I'll dash back. I'll dash behind him. I'll walk forward a little bit. 5k. No? Uh-oh. Okay, same thing. Full slash. Okay, I think it's to do with... It's a distancing issue. Right? I'll get it sometimes, and then sometimes I won't. I think maybe I can wait a little bit on my close slash on the other side. There we go. If I'm too fast with it, then I hit him too high, too close to the corner. And I don't have to be that quick. Close slash for sure. Close slash would get me the proper distance towards the corner. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Oh shit! Too far? Alright, there's a sweet spot. That's it. BD. You're solving a big problem for me? Okay, good. It's a sweet spot. Okay, this is good that we're doing this. Again, it's good that we figure this all out before a tournament match, before a competitive match, because how heartbreaking would this be if you accidentally broke the wall with Ice Spike and not the field, you didn't do the wall stop, and you're like, God damn it, why did I wake up this early in the morning to watch this old geezer's stream? He gaslit me. I want my money back. I want those gift subs back. But I'm glad I'm doing this now, so I'm not gaslighting anybody here. That's it. Oh. Alright, let's get the other part of the setup. Is that too far? Oh, we're good. Oh, Jesus Christ. What did you close last year? Okay, no. That's too high. Oh no, that's good. I'm gonna get the next part. And we want to dash up forward and then do a bunch of jabs. Something like that, right? There we go. Alright. Okay. This is good practice. Fortunately, okay, they won't wall stick that quickly, by the way, on the next hit. I don't think so. Hold up. Let's put everything together. Yo, Ahame, how's it going? Dizzy is really hard for me to beat versus, as Milia, but, Lucy smokes her. I think I have a hard time fighting against Milia, actually. Maybe it's like a player thing, I'm not too sure. Yeah, but I find that Lucy does smoke me. Okay, you know what? We should probably play some games. Go. Okay, let's do the throw setup first. That's what I normally do. That's how I get into it. Shit! I didn't mash hard enough. It's okay to mash because the wall stick freeze allows you to take a moment to summon a fish. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Is that too far? No, it's good. I think I'm gonna JH on the way up. It's not a perfect frame kill, but JHing on the way up at least helps me space my timing. I don't know, it just helps me anyway. It helps me recognize the timing. That's what I meant to say. There we go. Too far? No, perfect. What did I tell myself? I said I'd gauge on the way up. Alright, one more time. Okay, at least we're getting the timing of, the spacing of everything here. Timing and spacing. Shit! I'll read that in just a sec here. Vermilion. Oopsies. Anyway, I'll stop this. So Vermilion says, my interesting problem is that there's a lot of characters in this game I like, but with the lack of information, I can't find what I'm better with. Better understanding Wings of Light will help me find the divide and invest in what works. Yeah, sometimes I see a cool Wings of Light setup. I'm like, do I want to invest time into this or not? Because I don't know how effective it is if I put it into my own kind of kit, right? So I ended up like just doing a whole bunch of different things and seeing what works, and I end up not doing a lot of Wings of Light setups because they don't work for me. So Ahame says, it's hard for me to approach Milia due to ice and all the projectiles, but maybe I just need to lab it. For Milia and characters like her, surprisingly, running up and just doing like a button, like you're being careful with it too, right? Like dash blocking, waiting for her to like push like a big button like 2D, and then just whip punishing it. That seems to like get me a whole lot. But then I play in an interesting environment where it's a little bit of, you know, my internet connection isn't always the best, so the way I play online is more proactive. I push buttons in neutral to kind of catch my opponents. Not a good way of playing, but that's just how kind of like the laggy situation kind of promotes that. It's not healthy though. So smart Milias would see that, I whiff, and then she just runs in. So no neutral asks, actually on this question, if you have time to do fish into run up 5D, why not just do fishless airborne JH instead? That's a good question. Yeah, hey, I like that. Yeah, better pro ratio, safe versus reversals. Always plus, and safe jumps are not hard to time. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Holy shit. I think I've just been so fish brain rotted that I have to have a fish in front of me. If anything, the fish setup, here's the thing though. If you go for the low, then the fish setup does become a reversal safe option. Yeah, exactly. I like that. Maybe you approach the air too much. It could be that, yeah. Like Dizzy's got a lot of things to ground Milia, such as the pea fish, this fire spear, and even just this. So and getting hit by this is game over, man, right? I would say try a more grounded approach, but don't eliminate aerial approaches altogether. Ah, yes, you're right. No neutral, my king. My god. Oh, here we go. Or queen. Whichever. So actually there's I can think of a few reasons why you want to lead in with the fish. Having them block expands their crouching hurt box in most cases, except for like Faust and Jacko. So sometimes you want them to block the fish, but at the same time coming out of coming out of knockdown or even wall stuff, I don't know about wall stuff, but knockdown anyway, your get up hurt box seems to be a little bit higher. So one thing I can think of is like if you go for the low, if you commit to the low, generally speaking, it's reversal safe. So I'm gonna DP here. Right. Although you do get pushed back quite a bit because of the ice field. And if on the flip side, you're right. If you go for the high and they do a reversal, let's test that out. Oops. I did 2S there on habit, but I just want to show you that, yeah, you're right. I'm going to DP here. What the? Huh? Wait a second. Try again. Yeah. He's got a DP extended combo potentially too. Maybe you can 6H there. But if you can just air dash back JH, you're right. To air dash back JH, you can do right from a grab, which is what I do often. And in this case, it is a safe jump, right? So, yeah, you're right. Why would we put a fish there? Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. Fish to lead? In this, like, I'd rather have a fish to follow up versus fish leading in this case. Yeah, you're right. I wonder then. Oh man, you're getting me to think. You could probably do. Oh, you can probably do like a safe jump, maybe a high-low safe jump, and then the fish hit a little bit later to extend your pressure. Okay, hold up. We're thinking too far ahead. So is backdash JH consistent amongst the cast? What's the high-low? How do you pick up? Okay, the pickup is just what you saw there with the ice field. And does it hit on all characters? Unfortunately, no. Faust, it doesn't work, and Jacko, it doesn't work. Everyone else, it does work if they're getting up. So, if they're getting up from a knockdown position, because the hurt box is extended a little bit. So, it worked on Soul, but if I switch it over to, let's say, Jacko, it will not work. Do you need a fish? You get wall stomp anyway. Yeah, you don't. You don't. You just need frame kills and a good setup. Yeah. Maybe against Jacko you need fish. So Jacko, it doesn't work. Actually, what if we get her to block the fish? In this case. We might actually have to do different buttons. So yeah, Jacko will never get hit with this. JK will work, but JK, I don't think you can push anything on the way down to connect. No, JK, like an instant JK. Air dash bag late JK will work, but then now we're compromising the speed of our mix-up, the speed of our high. If we could do a button right away, that would be ideal, which is what JH is. You can just air dash back, cancel the JH, fall down. Instant air dash back JK, she's airborne too long and the attack level is too small. You can do JP, and this might work because the fish pushes him back a little bit. But doing JP in general, not consistent. But maybe it's better with ice field and fish. Right, ice field and fish. Maybe it might work. At this point, like I think we've already done some damage to the wall too.
No, no.
Right? Just gotta do... Oh shit. Gotta avoid that situation.
No, no. Win.
So, everything together. Oh, I was hoping she'd get wall stuck from that JP, the second one. I wonder if we can do JPP, and then microdash forward button. I guess what I should have done is look at the frame data. So let's just do this for now. See what it is on hit and see if we can work off that. So you were +7. That's tough. You'd have to do 1 frame of microdash and then a 2p. Again, alternatively, you can air dash back, do a late JK. You're +8. But again, you're compromising the speed of your high. +8. Let's try that though. I mean, yeah, I micro dashed forward with the 5k. I guess so. Yeah. But then again, you can also argue that doing a instant air dash back JH, like, is just as slow as a air dash back late JK. You can argue that too. I don't know what the actual frame data is for their startup, but I think that is the case. JP would be ideal though. Air dash back JP twice. I guess if you're a god, you can do it. You can do air dash back JP twice and then micro dash forward. Button. Well, let's try it out. Oh, it's be too tough. Anyway, let's bring a bigger character so we can just test this all out. But you're right. I think though, this is a good time to stop and I can play maybe a match or two. I gotta go to work in like an hour from now, but it doesn't feel right just to like do labbing all day and no match. I need some form of practice. Maybe we can try some of this. In fact, you know what? Let's write this down. This could be motivation for me to stream tomorrow. Oopsies. So, things to look into. Non-fish high-low from wall slump situation. Let's do that. Man's legit giving me stuff to lab. This is the yeah. If you guys want to do that, feel free to. I probably won't be able to stream tomorrow. I have to work a little extra early. But I do have a Discord, and I have a YouTube. Discord is usually an easier way to kind of discuss things. But for next time, what we're going to do is we're going to look into situations where you can instead use air dash back JH or something like that in this situation. Does this even work? Yeah. It may not work. Yeah. Some characters, like, again, when they wake up, they have a different upper hurt box on crouch. Some characters do. I can't explain why. He does have a big Dizzy Tips playlist. though. I do. Yeah, I've been working on Dizzy tips. I haven't been working on them lately though. I just been demotivated. I haven't had the greatest of motivations to work on packaged content. All right, let's play a little bit in the park and then we'll go to work. Do I want to play Johnny? That's me on the low with this version. Yeah, I'm also like hesitant to put a lot of work into content because 2.0 is coming out, you know? So like I don't know, it's been a long time since I made a big like actual packaged video where I script it and I talk and make jokes and stuff. But is it even worth doing right now when potentially a rework is around the corner? So that's a little bit of my anxiety of where it comes from anyway. In terms of working on videos, you know? I'd like to work on a video. Like, I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of getting burnt out of doing these tips videos because they do take quite a bit of work to do, you know? I want to be thoughtful when I do them, and I don't want to give out misinformation. Oh, it's too laggy, unfortunately. I want to be thoughtful, and I want to give out the right information, so that in itself gives me anxiety. And the next video I want to do, I want to be like a big one. Sora says, I told you there was 8 characters I'm trying to decide between to see what works for me. The options are Dizzy, Alpha, that's 200 MS. Sorry, my friend. Options are Dizzy, Alpha, Abba, Jam, Millie, Jacko, Lucy, and Geo. So this definitely helps you see what works best. Yeah. Dizzy is not the most how do you say? There's a lot of nuance to her compared to other characters, I find. And having fun with her right off the start it's hard to find, in my opinion. It's hard to at least that's what I hear from a lot of people who play her, like even experienced players, like for instance Lord Knight, I think made a tier list of getting characters to Celestial or whatever it was, Vanquisher. And I don't think he had fun playing Dizzy, right? Even an experienced player like him had a hard time. Not playing the character, but rather enjoying the character. So, I want to say... I want you to play Dizzy. I'd like that. It'd be cool to have more buddies who play Dizzy. And I think she's a really cool character, but I can't recommend her in good faith. I don't know. I can't recommend her for you to have a good time. If you really like her though, then for sure. Certain stuff will always be relevant. I totally get it. My motivation excitement went to 2.0 for sure. Big video, you say? I mean, yeah. I'm thinking about it. I'm not totally committed to it because again, 2.0 is around the corner. Oh, this is gonna be tough. It's tough. I heard they're gonna give 2.0 info around the end of this month. Yeah, March 20th to 23rd, they're gonna have a trailer at Arc World Tour Korea, South Korea. Dizzy's always been my favorite, so I know she's not going. Yeah. Absolutely. I kind of, I mean, I played her a long time ago, so I feel like I'm obligated to play her in this version. You know who to reach out? Yeah. I think my next video, like, I wanna, like, it's cool to have a editor, for sure. But a lot of my idea, like, not saying that my ideas don't get across, of course. We talk a lot, we communicate a lot, but sometimes, I don't know, you just want to kind of work on something on your own. Not saying editing is bad or anything like that, right? But Anyway, I'll talk about that later. Give me a sec. Nice jump. Showed my hand there. Bullseye. So, it's nice to actually have someone to help me work on stuff. Woo! Yeah, and also, yeah, it gets really, really busy. Oh, when I'm busy and I have an editor, it really makes things easy. I love it. What do I do? Here we go. So, I think the goal right now is to not burst. And if I can get my opponent to burst, that'd be nice. There you go. It's a good scenario. Well, not that good, but certainly a lot better than what it was. Oh. There we go. Yeah. Sometimes you just want to be busy and you can never really have someone else get exact vision on the screen. I get that, yeah. Sora says, I remember when playing casual with my friends back in Xrd days, I didn't own Xrd, but they did and bought it over. The more I played with them, the more they had to ban me for using Dizzy. Yeah, Dizzy is good in that game, if you know how to play her, for sure. Gosh. Oh boy. I think I could have killed there. I could have killed there. God damn it. Fish. Woo! Yeah, Dizzy in that game, not exactly a zoner. I mean, she looked like a zoner, but I feel like if you played her like a zoner, you're gonna have some trouble. Okay, it's not dead yet. That's usually the case with Dizzy in a lot of the games, actually. Except for this one. I always tell people if they play Dizzy like a zoner in Guilty Gear Plus R, like a complete zoner, I'm talking like Sonic Boom, anti-air, Sonic Boom, Flash Kick, you know. If you play like a true zoner, it's not gonna work for Dizzy. It's not gonna work for the player. I'll play one more here. Yo, Numo, how's it going? What's up? Thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it, my friend. Numo, I'm doing very well, my friend. How are you doing? I should stop. I should probably stop backing up so much. Mr. Talking to the guy in the house. How's it going? I do have to work in a bit. I should go here. Surire? How's it going? What's up? Hope you're doing well. Sorry, Vi and Cymbeline. I do see your messages here. I will look at them in just a sec here. Uh oh, nice throw bait. 2.0 is gonna be interesting. I might come back to the game. Dude, when we had it first the other day, I forgot them. But for quick, I was struggling. Oh, the one hit. No neutral. Thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate it, my friend. I'll show you my no neutral. I'm backing up to the corner too much. I gotta be brave. DZ deserves somebody who's a lot braver than I am. I'm a coward. Oh. Ah, nice. I gotta go to work actually, so we'll leave it at that. Do you want to play more? We'll do one more. Last one. Last one for real. Then, I gotta shout you out in just a moment here, Numo. Throw? Light jog to work? Not today. I don't think so. It's too rainy today. Oh, I could have done something there. Woo! I think it's gonna kill. Alright. Shit, I hate it when that doesn't work. I need tighter timing. Oh! Whoa! What a frame kill. Okay, so we don't want to summon fish here, he knows. Okay. Oh my goodness! Oh, let's get him. Okay, I got lucky. Those maneuvers should not work, but they just did. GG's, my friend. GG's. Okay. Good enough for now. Alright. I would play more, but I actually do have to... I have to run to work, but no light jog to work. Not today. Yeah, let me read some of this stuff and then we'll get going. First of all, let's make sure we shout out Numo. NDRS. Thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it, man. So... Vi says, dude... Oh, yeah, I read that already. It's okay, you'll get back into it. Cymbeline says, I actually really hope they charge for 2.0. Because then I can expect more from it. When they say stuff like, we're hoping to make it feel like you're playing a different new game. And very much like what y'all... Yeah, what do they mean by that? To be fair, I feel like Dizzy has tended to be a character that can zone rather than straight zone. I say, yeah, I would agree. She can zone if you let her zone, basically. If if I guess you can say the same thing with anybody, to be honest. But she needs like one step before she can start zoning. You know what I mean? Like she needs a knockdown before she can start setting up, whether it's like up close or full screen. But she needs like a turn before she can summon a fish, before she can summon anything. Even at full screen, a lot of times the answer to deal with her zoning is to literally run forward as she's like deciding to zone, or as she is trying to summon something. But yeah. Vermilion says, but yeah, how's poppin', Uncle? Says Numo, it's good. It's good. I gotta go to work early, so yeah, things have been pretty good. Vermilion says, I mainly used her for space control and her pressure and excerpt, since I knew nothing of her at the time but loved to design. But combined that with my rushdown specialty and knowing that I had zoning stuff to use made it my friends both hate me and proud of me to finally have a favorite in Guilty Gear. Yeah. She's a good character. What can I say? Design wise and gameplay wise, she's got nearly everything. The only thing she doesn't have is like a meterless DP. But then if you want to play that character, you have Fairy and Grambly versus Rising. So Numo says, I found out today what happens when drink alcohol after you take loratadine. So antihistamine, like yeah, sometimes like for Asian people like me, you take an antihistamine and then you drink alcohol. Sometimes you don't get that Asian flush. Famously, Pepsid AC, although it's not a second generation antihistamine, it has antihistamine properties. Taking that before you drink, somehow, I mean, I can probably think about why, according to its mechanism of action and my physiology. But Asian people, if they have the Asian flush, they take Pepsid AC, then they don't get as much of that flush. But yeah, no light jog to work today. Their DBC, I answered that like 15 minutes ago. I'm sorry, I'm so slow at this. But yeah, I'm only like Plat 2 with Dizzy Alpha and Abba. I'm not good. Oh no, that's good. Don't ever believe anyone who says that you suck. If you are trying, you know? People who will tell you suck, they're either your really good friends and you're just like joking around, or they're people who get off of dragging you down, you know, and you don't want that in your life. So whether you're Platinum 2 or Vanquisher, like somebody out there is going to tell you suck. So then, you know, you suck to somebody. You know, unfortunately, someone's going to be better than you, right? But to be told that, you know, they're the asshole, and you just move on, and you don't suck. Yeah, it's funny. I'm a Fairy main in Grand Blue, level 510 Fairy. Yeah. Fairy is she's like the Dizzy function in Grand Blue versus Rising, except she's got a DP, which is awesome. Nemo says, but what if I say I suck? Checkmate, atheist. Well, I mean, if you want to joke, it's like an option select, right? Sometimes when I'm not practiced in a game and I join a tournament, I'll tell myself that I suck. I'm not that good, whatever. But that just helps alleviate any kind of stress or expectations. You know, I think it's okay to use it in certain ways. It's like KO Ken. You know, you use it too much, you're gonna ruin yourself. But yeah. You just don't want to continually tell yourself that and convince yourself that you are, you know, you're not good. You don't want to do that. Real game starts at X rank. MFers to play the game. Well, okay, so I kind of see where that's coming at. I'll be quicker because I got to go to work. Only because I do karate. So when you do karate, it is you're told that the real journey starts when you get a black belt, not when you have a white belt. That's when you get a black belt, that's when your journey starts. And you know, you don't hear that from people in Guilty Gear Strive. They don't say the real journey starts when you hit Vanquisher. It's just not as romanticized, I guess. But it makes sense, you know. There's so many different degrees of black belt. So once you get like from white, yellow, orange, green, blue, brown, and black belt from whatever grading system that you have, there's different degrees of black belt from 1 to 10, and like nobody's at 10, right? So the journey actually does start for you to become a karate master in that regards. And as a black belt myself in karate, you know, once I got my black belt, you know, it feels good, yeah. You know, I got Vanquisher class, right? But then you realize, damn, there's a lot of strong people out there. I gotta work harder. So there are people who say once you hit X, once you hit Vanquisher, the real game starts. A lot of that comes from a place of malice, I think. That's what it feels like. But there is a genuine like truth to it, and it doesn't always have to be framed as, you know, step it up, kid, or some gatekeeping kind of attitude. I don't get that from karate. When my sensei tells me, you know, the real journey starts at black belt, it's more encouraging, you know. It's like, yeah, you're right. I gotta be stronger. I gotta get better. But then there's people out there in fighting games that, like, or any kind of games or any kind of hobby. The more vocal people, the more people who are that you hear on Twitter, for instance, they're usually the people who are driven by some form of malice. You know, they want to bring you down to their level, and you don't. And their level actually sucks. So, anyway, usually when fighting game people say that, it's always conveniently the rank that they're at where they say the real game starts. Yeah, it's true. It's a method to make them feel better about themselves. Like, you have to get through this gate before we can even acknowledge you. Thankfully, in karate, whether you're a white belt or whatever, if you have a healthy community, you are just as respected as anybody else, right? Yeah, it's just unfortunately a lot of the fighting game people out there, they're not as they're not there to better the community. They're there to feel better about themselves, and sometimes that's in the form of putting other people down, unfortunately. That's right. Frankly, real game starts when you press rank, lose a few sets, and not quit. That's right. Yeah, that is right. The real game starts, or actually, I guess the right attitude is like it's to be okay with losing. But everybody has to go through the motions, right? When you lose, of course it feels bad. You want to win, right? Everyone goes through that. It's normal. But like, to transform that slowly into, okay, you know, it's okay to lose. It's okay to fail, because these are just stepping stones to get stronger. To become clean, you must first become washed or whatever, right? you must first be washed before you can become clean. So the real game starts when you are washed, or at least that's part of the journey. Anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and rate somebody. I'm a washed up old man, but sometime, one of these days, I'll be clean. Alright. Speaking of clean, let's send you all over to Genmu.
Rated T for teen.
Rated T for teens. Alright. If number go up, why still feel like suck? Yeah. There's so much nuance when it comes to ranked. That's why I always tell people not to put all their eggs in one basket. You know, your rank does not define you. Your number doesn't define you. It's a hard thing to accept. Let me tell you firsthand that I do. You know, as someone with ranked anxiety, it's tough. But yeah, anyway. Alright. Send you all over to Ganmu. Ganmu's got to work too, I think. So I'm going to send you all over to Ganmu before Ganmu sends people to me. But anyway, you guys have a good day. I won't see you tomorrow. I gotta go to work early. Maybe it will be a super short stream if I do. But I'll likely be here on Friday. Or not. We'll see. Anyway, you guys have a good day. Enjoy your Wednesday, and I'll see you all next time. Alright, take care, everybody.